Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today we have the series that I'm doing currently on a Monday, and it is 2 cards, 1 sheet of 12 by 12 paper. However, you might have noticed that I do actually have 3 cards. Now these are dark brown, and I thought with them being smaller, do I dare attempt to make 3? So the answer to that is yes, I do dare. So I am using this paper pad. So I'm just going to pick out my paper, which I'm thinking this one. And it's called Fresh Florals, and I did buy it from Home Bargains quite a while ago now. So and this is the paper that I've chosen. I just think it looks quite nice with the brown background. So I'm just going to get rid of the envelopes because we don't actually need them. Now, last week, if you remember, we used the same paper pad, but we made these cards. So this week we're using the exact same one, but we're using these square cards, and they are 5 by 5. So I think I must be mad for doing this, but let's see where it takes us. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm thinking one of the cards not having a background at all, and just using these using these elements, fussy cut them, and then build up a scene. So definitely want this. So we have to sort of work out. So if I put that there, I know that I can cut this section out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along here like this. Okay, and then I know that I can get 2 cards bases out of that just. Okay, so that is going to be our card bases, and I probably will cut them just a little bit smaller on there. So just move that to one side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera, I'm going to fussy cut a lot of these elements, and then I will be back and we will start building our composition. Okay, so I'm back. Oh, sorry, not actually. The camera's sort of gone wonky. There we go. So I haven't cut it all out because I was getting too many ideas. So there's still bits on them that I can use. So I'm just getting rid of the little bits that I can't use. So I thought what I would start off with first, let me get rid of that, is I would use the one that's not going, my chair's very squeaky today, so I would use the card that I'm not going to do any backing on at all, and I've cut this sort of element out that's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm thinking of having this up there, and then having this sort of element here, and then maybe that one coming out maybe over here. So just getting so many ideas in my head. See, that in itself is just absolutely beautiful. Maybe that one, actually, that one coming, no, well, maybe there, too much. And then we've got this piece, oh, there we go. So just move them off to the side a second. So I don't know if I like that there. I love this piece, but it does need to be up against the corner like an edge, so just because of how I've cut it out. So I'm just thinking just like that, adding this piece in here, and then there. Yes, I really like that. Okay, so I'm going to get my what you call them, foam pads, and we're going to raise these up. So I'm just going to put them on the back like this. I'll do the same to this one. some, oh, will that fit on there? Yes, of course it will. And then let's still go, there we go. So just putting the foam on the back of all these pieces, and then one on here. If you can hear anything, it's my daughter upstairs. By the sounds of it, she's playing with her money box. Okay, and she's being very noisy. For some reason, because my craft room is right underneath her bedroom, so no matter what she does, even when she's quiet, you can hear her. So I'm hoping the camera's not sort of picking it up. Right, okay, let's see if I can remember how I had this. So about here, and then I'll do this piece. So this is the first card, and it's just using some fussy cut elements. The sentiment I am going to leave off for now. I will do that at the very end when we've done the other two. Like I said, I can't believe I think I've gone mad thinking that I'm trying to get 3 cards, but you don't know unless you try. So, and then that there. This is absolute gorgeous paper, really, really nice. And if I remember rightly, it was very inexpensive. I think it was something like £2 for the paper pad. So, not bad at all. There. There is our first card, and then we've got room up here for our sentiment. But like I said, I'm not going to do the sentiment just yet because we're going to do these. So, let me get my big trimmer out. Well, my little big trimmer. I was going to get my blue one, but and we want to measure this. So I'm going to do a 4.5. Yeah. So 4.5 by 4.5, like this. So this is going to be for this card, because I do want that nice brown to come through as the border. I mean, look at that, isn't that just stunning? And then what I'm thinking of, so really, really like that. And then I think, so let me have a look. So I want a 2-inch strip, I think, but we're going to do it. I'm not going to do my torn this. I'm not going to tear it this time. And I want it by 4.5 again. Move that over. And I'm thinking having that just there, like that. Although, what will it be like the other way? Oh, see, I quite like it both ways. Right, I'm gonna stay with the original plan, because I just think, like, for some reason this hasn't cut very well. Okay. So I'm going to keep it like that, and then I have this piece here. Yes, I like that. So just like that. So that's that one. So just leave that to the side a second. And then with this piece, oh, see, we've got this gourd. I'm wondering if I can get that flower. So let's have a look. So if I do 5 and 3, oh, if I do 4.5 again, I can. So by doing a 4.5 square, I get to keep this flower, which we can fussy cut. So have that bit there. Not sure what my doggy's barking at. So let's fussy cut this. So like this. What I'll do is I'm going to go off camera just so that this isn't a super long video, I'm going to finish fussy cutting out this element. I'm also going to stick these down, and I'm just going to keep these two flat and then just raise this bit. So I will do that off camera and then I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. So I have stuck all of this together. Every time I turn the camera back on, the I don't know what you call it, like the arm which my camera's getting held by keeps wobbling, which is a bit annoying. I think I need to get a sturdier one. Anyway, this is it. So this, the backing paper and this strip of paper here, they're flat, and then I have raised this up as like ever so slightly. So there's 2 cards. And then here is the 3rd card, because like I say, I'm being a bit mad today. And would you believe it, we still have quite a lot of elements left, which I'm very surprised at. So I cut this out and I've cut this out, and I love this. But I don't think this card actually needs that much on it. See, I'm just thinking that and maybe some of these mini flowers just dotted around. I really don't feel like it needs anything else. And maybe, yeah. So really, that is it. That's all I'm thinking of for this. I'm going to keep these and put them in my drawer where I have all my fussy cut bits and pieces. And then what I'm going to do is, because I think on this one, I think we could do with some of these little round flowers. So I'm just gonna keep saying that, it's not even a word. I'm just going to, because I just think it just needs some. So I'm just going to go around, and I'm thinking 3 flowers for that one. But this paper is just, there's so much that you could do with it. And this is what, if you do, I mean, I really hope that you play along with this challenge and you do challenge yourself, and I would love to see it. So if you do this 2 cards 1 sheet of paper challenge, if you put it on Instagram and tag and use the hashtag shiny silver treasures, I will be able to find it and actually see what you've made, because I do enjoy seeing what your makes. I really like that. But I am thinking maybe one more. Maybe there. Yeah. Actually, yeah, there. Right, I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with that, and I'm pleased with that. So I don't think I'm going to use any more bits. So let me see. Oh, I'll fussy cut that out, and then it can go in my drawer. And then I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to stick these down, and then it'll be finding a sentiment to go onto them. So we're going to start with this, and because I've got this into place, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my glue just to glue these tiny little round ones, because they're just easier to do with glue. Oh, too much. Try and get some of that off. There we go. There. And then I think if we have these elements raised, I think that will look really nice. So start off with this one, and I'm just using foam squares to do it, because it'll give it quite a bit of dimension then. So we know that this one is to go up in this corner like that. We then want this one which joins onto it. So again, just using these foam squares. Make sure you can see, you can. I've got a habit of going off camera quite a bit. I do try not to. So we've got this one. So let's just get move these, well, take these off. But yeah, I'm pleased actually, because I mean, I know it's 2 cards, 1 sheet of paper, but there was just something about the paper that made me feel that actually I would be able to get 3 cards out of it, and I'm really pleased with the results of these cards. And then the last one is this one. I'm going to use my bigger foam pieces for this one, just because I don't really want to spend all day taking them off. I mean, I don't mind my little ones, they're quite easily to take off, but I don't think you want to sit there watching me do it. So yes, so, and then that just there like that. I am looking and I'm thinking maybe having that there. So let me just get a couple of these little square dots, and then, because I'm not liking the bareness of that, so I just think, there we go. Do I want any more? No. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but that is the pitter patter of my doggy. See, I quite like that as well. Do you know what I am? So I have a big foam pad here. He's up to trouble, I can sense it. And then we're just going to put that there. Perfect. I have moved that. Oh, right. Now I've just got glue everywhere because I'm clever. Okay, so, and then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick this down to the base, just because I want to. I don't think it needs anything else. I think it's really, really pretty, but I do feel like I did use, last week I used just a note, and I'm thinking actually that might work again this week. Right, let's see if we can try and actually get this so that, there we go. So these two are just about finished. They just need a sentiment. This one just needs these little things sticking down. So these little flower embellishments. I just think it breaks up that background just a touch. So I think they're lovely. I wish actually I had a hole punch this size, because that would have made life so much easier. I know on my list of things to buy, I want to get a 2-inch and a 1-inch round hole punch. Well, punch. Because I know that they would come in very handy. I've got a 3-inch one and I love it, but it is just a bit too big for some of my needs. Okay, so I am thinking that I'm definitely going to use this for the sentiment. So I am going to get, let's have a look. So we could do have a great day, just with what I've got. I've got hello. I think we're going to stick with just a note. Okay. Let me have a look. We also need, so let me just line that up. Perfect. Make sure my stamp is clean, because I don't think I cleaned it very well from when I used it last week. What do you call it? The ink pad was very, very juicy, so it wasn't very, very good. Right. So I'm just in my drawer. I'm just looking for a nice. Oh, I'll use this memento one, I think. I think that would look nice, but well, we will try. That's just come off, so let's have a look. Yeah, I like that, and I'm going to do it for all of them. So 3 times. Brilliant. Okay, so then I want my bigger scissors because I cut a better line with my bigger scissors. And I'm also thinking I might fishtail them just for something different. Right. So let's fishtail them. So I'm going to do both ends with this one. Sorry if I go quiet, I am concentrating. So just there. Oh, I really like that. Let me just close up my ink so it doesn't dry out. I'll put that away. And then with this one, I'm thinking of just fishtailing one end. And then what I'm going to do is raise this one up and just have it probably there. So that's that one. And then the very last one, I think I'll just fishtail this side like this. I really like these, and have that just there. Yeah, just up there. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some foam squares on the back like this. And then stick that down, and I think we can say this one is finished. So this week's 2 cards, 1 piece of paper has actually turned out to be 3 cards. I mean, I thought when I was doing it, I thought, oh god, I must be mad. Really? You really think you're going to get 3 cards out of 1 sheet of paper? And I have. Not sure, but it was a very easy paper in which there was so many different elements on it. You know, I thought it was worth a try, and I'm glad I did, because I now have 3 gorgeous cards that I can send out in Happy Mail to people. So I'm really pleased with it. So again, I'm just going to raise this up as well. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. And like I say, if you are going to challenge yourself to 2 cards, 1 sheet of paper, you are allowed 1 12 by 12 piece of paper. You are allowed 2 card bases or more if you choose to do more, like what I have done today. And then you are allowed to use either stamps or cut apart sentiments from your stash. So that is the challenge, and like I say, if you do decide to do this challenge, I would love to see your make. So if you go on Instagram and tag Shiny Silver Treasures, so if you do hashtag Shiny Silver Treasures, I will be able to see them, because I love seeing all your makes, and it's nice to see that people do get inspiration from my videos. So yeah, here we have it. Let me just get rid of this rubbish, and then we will put the cards out so we can see them. Now, I don't have a lot left from the paper pad, however I do. So I have this piece which will go in my scrap drawer. I also will be keeping that bit because you just never know. I will fussy cut this out, and then the elements that I've already fussy cut out will go in my drawer with other bits, and then every now and again I like to just go in there and see what I can make. So I have them. So that's it. That's all I have left from that 12 by 12. But yeah, I have these 3 beautiful cards. So please do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Give a thumbs up. Got any questions, then please do ask me them, and I will see you very soon in my next video. But until then, happy crafting. Bye.